Gervonta, Tank Davis slammed Lamont Roach after hearing Roach broke his hand. Davis insisted Roach had zero chance of beating Cruz, even at full strength. He called out Roach's poor game plan and said nothing was working for him that night. Davis believes Cruz was clearly robbed, saying everyone saw the same thing. How could someone get knocked down and outclassed, yet still be awarded a draw? Tank didn't hold back there. He threw another jab, questioning whether they even fight the same style or if Roach made any adjustments. He finished by saying he'll fight when he's ready to call the shots, told critics to back off, hinted he might face the tougher opponent, and declared that all of this is his show. Shakur Stevenson completely rejected Tank's perspective. Right after watching the fight, he took to social media and stated plainly, "I thought Lamont pulled that off, too." Stevenson believed Roach had outboxed Cruz, dictated enough of the rounds, and earned the victory. Coming from Shakur, who was moving up to 140 pounds to pursue a fight with Teofimo Lopez next month, that kind of comment holds real weight. He isn't known for giving casual opinions. If something doesn't look right to him, he'll speak up without hesitation. Then Ryan Garcia chimed in, and just like Shakur, he didn't agree with Tank's view either. Garcia shared his own take, saying, "I felt Roach won that in a very close fight, maybe by a round or two, but I'm not upset about the draw at all." Perhaps the only opinion that truly mattered in that moment was Lamont Roach's own. He arrived at the post-fight press conference visibly exhausted, his disappointment clear for everyone to see. While he held his head high, it was obvious what the draw had taken out of him on the inside. Roach truly felt he had controlled the fight, especially after weathering a third-round knockdown, the first of his career, and successfully shifted the momentum back in his direction afterward. He said he had expected a fair fight on even terms. That wasn't what he got.
Cam, did you think it was a draw? Cam, you think it was a draw?
It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
You want to see a rematch?
What you think?
Cam, you want a rematch?
I would like to see a rematch. Hell yeah.
Yeah? All right. That's what we...
The San Antonio crowd booed him round after round, siding firmly with Cruz. But the real blow wasn't the jeers. It was the injury no one knew about until after he left the arena, a broken hand. To confirm it, Roach shared a video straight from the hospital, his left hand heavily wrapped. In the clip, he thanked his supporters and made his feelings clear to his doubters as well. Even from a hospital bed, he made sure everyone remembered that he showed up, fought over 7 rounds with one hand, and still kept the bout competitive enough for the judges to score it a draw. Mike Coppinger pointed out the same thing, resharing Roach's proof and adding, "Very impressive the way he fought with one hand for over 7 rounds." And maybe it truly was. After the knockdown, Cruz looked ready to end the fight. But Roach collected himself, tightened his movement, forced Cruz to reset repeatedly, and quietly reclaimed momentum. Every time Cruz tried to surge forward, Roach met him with clean enough shots to stall the pressure. He didn't dominate, but he controlled stretches of the fight in a way that casual viewers might not have fully appreciated in the moment. That's why the debate erupted the moment the scorecards were announced. But here's the bigger concern. Roach is now sitting on 2 consecutive draws in high-profile fights, first against Davis earlier this year, and now against Cruz. He understands exactly what that means for his career path. He said it himself at the press conference, 2 times in a row now. "It's crazy. I can't keep fighting my opponent and the judges at the same time. We've got to do something about this. Something has to change. I thought I won the fight, and I definitely outboxed him."
It's going to be Pitbull to decision. Definitely going to be Lamont Roach, because Lamont Roach got more styles. He can do it. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the outside. I box you. You know, Pitbull Cruz, he's more of a like one-dimensional fighter. He's coming forward, throwing a lot of punches. So I see Lamont Roach taking this. I see that. I see like a 65-35 for Lamont Roach.
Anything suspicious about either one of them?
Nah, nothing suspicious. I mean, Pitbull Cruz on the workout.
Then he repeated the same thing he's been saying since January. "All I need is a level playing field." That's it. And he's not wrong. Back-to-back draws, both coming in fights where he performed at a championship level, put him in an unusual position. Roach has clearly shown he belongs among the best. He has the skill to handle pressure fighters like Cruz and explosive talents like Tank, but draws don't build legacies. They don't win titles. They don't secure major paydays. All they do is keep you in the conversation without moving you forward. And Roach knows his time is running short to remain stuck in the almost category.
When you doing your thing. So let's get back to the rematch and box his ears off. Do the Devin Haney, do the Devin Haney, huh? Do the Devin Haney, do the Devin Haney, huh?
The real upside for him, though, is exposure. Both draws have actually elevated his profile. His engagement is up, his name is in the conversation, and fans who never paid attention to him before now know exactly who he is. In boxing, attention drives everything. When your name is trending, your value rises, regardless of what the judges wrote on their scorecards. Right now, Roach has more leverage in negotiations than ever before, even without a title. His name sits right alongside Pitbull and Tank as unfinished business. And in this sport, unfinished business sells. A Cruz versus Roach rematch would absolutely gain traction.
Competitive matchup between Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz. A lot of people thought that Pitbull Cruz won the fight, and a lot of people thought that Lamont Roach won the fight, but overall, it ended up as a draw. Now, Lamont Roach has been cursed with these back-to-back draws, first Tank Davis and now Pitbull Cruz. It just seems like he's not convincing the judges that he deserves that win. Lamont Roach started off fighting in the pocket in the first half of the fight, and it was in goal.
Both camps have mentioned it. Both fighters say they're open to it. The first fight was competitive enough to justify running it back. And now, with the injury publicly known, Roach carries a clear narrative into a potential rematch. What happens when he's at full strength? Still, many keep circling back to the possibility of another clash with Tank. The storyline sells itself. Fans are always drawn to unresolved rivalries in boxing. But Roach made it clear. If that rematch is ever proposed, he won't accept it unless his conditions are met beforehand. He's not interested in chasing Tank or reshaping his career just to give the public a continuation of what he sees as a compromised fight. One marred not only by how the action unfolded, but also by how the aftermath was handled.
Wheels, hand speed, coordination, and he know how to hit on the button. He beat him on all the numbers. All the CompuBoxing numbers went in whose favor? Lamont Roach. The fight was over. Even if you want to look at it as technical, he withstood the little bullshit onslaught, and half of that shit was parried, blocked, and he was hitting him on the arm just because it looked.
When he sat down with Marcus Hayes, Roach didn't sound like someone pushing for a Tank rematch. The conversation opened with the canceled Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis exhibition. About that stirred serious buzz due to the reported $40 million on the table. That kind of money is life-changing for anyone. And the fact Davis even entertained a crossover fight, that massive shows just how much the boxing landscape is shifting. But Roach's bigger concern wasn't Tank's payday or the collapse of the main event. His empathy went to the undercard fighters whose entire training camps ultimately led to nothing. He's been in those shoes before. Fights scrapped last minute, flights canceled, paychecks disappearing, opportunities evaporating. Fighters at his level know the harsh reality of preparing for a big night, only to wake up and find everything they planned and budgeted for is gone.
I think the best thing to do is move forward with an immediate rematch. And I would say on somewhat a level playing field. I don't know why they think that the judge or the ref was on my side when I got hit low a lot. I got hit low a lot. I mean, it's boxing, it happens. I got hit low a lot, and he was holding every exchange. So, you know, I'm not complaining. It was for a hell of a fight, but it's...
Once Hayes asked about the Tank rematch, Roach didn't flinch, and he didn't sugarcoat anything either. He said it's possible, but only if it comes with guarantees that protect him from another messy scenario.
Well, he definitely won the fight against Tank Davis. He started a little slow here. He started with weird strategy. I don't hate this tie. And both these guys, if they decide to run it back, I'd enjoy the rematch. Or at their weight class, there's a lot of good options. Sabril Matias, Dalton Smith are having a fight. They could take the winner of that. Maybe Tank Davis comes back and they could actually rematch him. And then there's the Tia Shakur fight. They could take the winner of that fight. But I think we all want to see the
last thing he wants is to be drawn into a negotiation, prepare a full camp around it, and then watch things collapse again due to issues beyond his control. He won't risk his legacy on someone else's stability. And he certainly won't accept an unfavorable deal just to give the public a rematch they want more than he does.
It's some bullshit, man. I don't know what I gotta do.
Hey man, you gotta knock him out.
You gonna go back to the drawing board. I don't accept this at all. I did thought I wanted a close fight, and
He put it plainly, his legacy is not tied to Gervonta Davis. That's a meaningful declaration, especially since most fighters who go the distance with Tank end up labeled as the guy from the Tank fight for the rest of their careers. Roach is pushing back against that kind of branding. If he becomes a star at 140 pounds, he wants the recognition to come from his own journey and achievements, not from being linked to someone whose career moves can be unpredictable.
There's no knock on Lamont Roach. He's a good fighter, very good fighter.
Very good fighter.
Now, like Sam said, this is different. This is different atmosphere. Different, very different. You know what I'm saying? He got to be ready.
Yeah. So what we gotta do, Mills? We gotta prepare for the excuses. Oh, it was different. The weight, the drained. We don't know. It's gonna be something, but you deal with.
And that's where the frustration with the business side really surfaces. He explained before how he felt disrespected by the way the Tank situation was handled, especially after the fight. Even when he didn't speak out publicly, it was clear he wasn't comfortable with how conversations unfolded behind closed doors. He put it bluntly, the business wasn't handled in a way that made him feel valued or protected. The fact that he even mentioned the possibility of arbitration says a lot about how determined he is to not be blindsided again. When someone starts talking arbitration before a second fight is even agreed upon, it means they felt left in the dark during the first round of negotiations.
He's going to withstand that. And Pitbull gets tired around round 6 or 7. I ain't want to make the joke, but around 6 or 7, he gets tired.
Oh, like Frank Martin did, 6, 7, right. No, it's okay. It's all right.
around that round, he gets tired, starts to slow down, and it'll be clean sweep after that. I don't know if he's going to stop him. I don't know if it's going to be all 6 rounds.
People felt that, instead of acknowledging Cruz built an early lead and that Roach had to battle back from it, he ended up explaining too many things at once. That only fueled the perception that he couldn't accept a simpler reality. Maybe he just hadn't done enough to earn a clear win.
Keep that fight going, man. It's gonna be a good. I don't think Roach has ever been in with somebody like that. That throws a lot of pressure like that.
Yeah.
Hey, he's good under pressure. I think he's just gonna try to turn Pitbull Cruz and keep turning him. So see how it plays out.
Man, do you miss being in that ring, man?
All the time, man.
All the time.
Shit, I'm trying to get another one lined up.
The crybaby mode accusations are harsh, but that's the nature of boxing fans.
The crybaby accusations are harsh, but that's the reality of boxing fans online. When fighters open up about injuries or fouls, fans often see it as making excuses rather than being transparent. It didn't help that Roach had promised before the fight to make a strong statement and prove he was levels above Cruz. When he didn't dominate in the way he expected, the online reaction quickly turned against him. That's how it goes in this sport. If you speak confidently before a fight, you'd better deliver a performance afterward that's clear enough to keep people from rewriting the narrative.
Idea that Roach was winning in spots where he wasn't, and that Pitbull was having less success than he was. And so that was a bit distracting for me, and I could see it to be swaying for some people who are watching the fight. And while you say that neither one of them has One
of the main talking points fans keep bringing up is the 7th round point deduction against Cruz. Many believe that without that penalty, which came without a prior warning, Roach would have lost the fight outright. Some see that moment as the only reason Roach stayed alive on the scorecards. That's fueled the online argument that Roach shouldn't be complaining about fairness when a major break in his favor came from the referee's decision.
I thought Roach won. I thought he edged it out, but that fight was a really good fight. It deserves an immediate rematch.
Yeah? Why did you feel Roach edged it out?
But Roach was just pushing him back. And Roach landed more shots and the cleaner shots. Better shots, cleaner shots,
Did you see Pitbull different from when you fought him?
Thing is, bro,
Roach, however, was focused on how the injury changed the way he had to box from the middle rounds on. He said he felt his hand go around the 5th, and even though he didn't stop throwing completely, he had to rely more on timing and movement than he originally planned. He pointed to moments where Cruz stopped pressing forward aggressively and instead started reacting to Roach's footwork and counters. Roach genuinely believes he disrupted Cruz's rhythm after the injury and that he took control of the pace in the later rounds.
Let's be honest, man. Before the Tank fight, it was kind of hard to see Roach being an elite to top tier guy. He's a decent fighter, solid fighter. We know what Pitbull is. And it just kind of showed here.
The problem is, fans often don't accept explanations that sound like reasons something didn't go perfectly. They prefer fighters to simply say, I won or I lost, nothing in between. In their eyes, nuance comes across as deflection. So when Roach brought up the injury, the fouls, the officiating, and his desire for a level playing field, the perception shifted. He was putting too much emphasis on external factors. That's how he's not elite narrative started spreading on forums. People framed his words as excuses rather than context.
The decision, man.
I thought Roach won, bro. That was right. Close fight. I thought Lamont pulled it out, though. It was a close fight, but I feel like Roach won it. Close.
Are you mad at the draw, or you thought the draw was okay?
I'm not mad at the draw, but I didn't think it was a draw. I thought Roach won. That makes sense. Yeah, for sure. I thought Roach won. I thought Lamont won. We understood.
But Roach is in a difficult position. He's trying to move his career forward at 140 pounds, yet he keeps being pulled back into debates about Tank or Cruz. He says he's moved on, but fans want him to either fully commit to a Tank rematch or completely reject it. And because he's open to it only under the right conditions, some interpret that as indecision. At the same time, he's stepping into a division where every fight is more demanding than at 130.
So interesting. Roach he's the better technical fighter. Let's get that out of the way. He's the purist. He's the sweet science guy, right? But he's also the guy who's probably not as much fun to watch as Cruz. We love Cruz. Not that Roach ain't fun to watch. I love to watch a surgeon at work, and he can be a surgeon. I love to watch,
The fighters are bigger, the punches carry more force, and the competition is deeper across the board. Facing Cruz again at this weight only adds another layer of difficulty. Cruz's power has always carried up well, and Roach knows he can't afford to fall behind early like he did last time if he wants to control how the judges score the fight.
But I reached a 113-113 draw, and I think when you look at it that way and you rate each round rather than just looking at the stats at the end, because just because you outlanded someone, well, most of those punches could have been thrown in one round. What did you do the next two rounds? What did you do the round before?
He also understands that this window won't stay open forever. At 25-1-3, his record is strong, but draws don't help in a sport where champions and promoters prefer clear outcomes when planning future fights. That's why he keeps talking about needing a level playing field. He wants a fight where momentum isn't swayed by anything outside the ring. Whether fans agree with him or not, Roach is trying to cut through the noise so he can focus on winning rounds decisively and taking the judges out of the equation. If anything, this entire stretch has shown just how determined he is to control his own path. He's not begging for rematches or chasing fighters who aren't stable enough to commit. He refuses to repeat a cycle where he trains hard, hype builds, and then the fight falls apart for reasons that have nothing to do with him. That mindset explains why he's approaching the Cruz rematch differently. He knows what can go wrong, and he doesn't want to leave any room for chaos to derail another opportunity to move his career forward. What comes next will likely define his run at 140. If he can secure a clear win under the right terms, he turns 2 draws into a statement. But if he falls short or gets caught in more controversy, the almost label might stick for good.